Hello YouTube. Really been enjoying all of the toolbox, tool bag tour videos on YouTube, so I thought I would add one of my own. I'm a commercial electrician in Tacoma, Washington, and this is what I carry every day. I have the tool belt here, which is something I always carry. If I go into a job, I take my tool belt. And then all this stuff over here is stuff that goes in that bag and usually stays in the truck or gang box or whatever. So starting with the tool bag on the right side, say Diamondback tool belt, 8-inch. Did take some getting used to, but now that I've used it for a while, I do really like it. The Cobra belt buckle here is great. If you try to put it on by holding this belt buckle though, it does slide around a little, so you end up adjusting it a lot. Then here we've got pencil Sharpies right here up in the front, and over here we've got a Klein razor knife, regular box knife. This is a tick tracer, Klein Journeyman Dikes, and Klein Lineman Stripper combos. I really like these, mostly for the screw cutting function and just the longevity. I feel like they last longer, and I don't have to carry linemans, which lightens up my tool belt. Up here in the top, we've got all around utility beater, puncher, flathead screwdriver. And then right here I've got a Klein multi-driver. Down in these compartments here, you should keep wire nuts or red heads or whatever I'm using that day. Klein long nose hammer, great for hammering in the back of 4 square boxes and for hammering into strut. And I've noticed that now that I swing this hammer all the time, I can't really swing a regular hammer with any accuracy. I know some of you would say that electricians can't swing a hammer with accuracy at all, and that is true unless I'm using this one, at least for me. On this, which is my left side, fine level. MaxiFlex gloves. I always keep my tape measure down in here. 16-foot tape. Used to carry the 25, but then realized I don't really go over 16 very often. And I do keep a 25 in the bag if I need it. And then Knipex, 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 Kypox, whatever. German. This brand German pliers. You know, I really thought these were all hype for a long time, but now that I've used them, I will never go back to channel lock. I never carried channel lock unless I specifically needed them for a task, and I used to constantly get blood blisters on my hand from, you know, really pinching into them. That doesn't happen with these. These are just miles ahead of channel lock. I will never go back. I'm a Knipex, Knipex, whatever convert. Tiny needle nose. You know, for the weight that they put in my tool bags to what I get out of them, I added them to the bag. They're real useful. Plus, they're real cheap. So if I lose them, it's not the end of the world. And then down here, I'll usually keep screws or MC connector. You know, it's tool belt, whatever you need for that day. In here, this little organizer came with the bag, and it goes in this spot right there. In here, I keep Sharpies. That's a cold chisel, some extra pencils, plumber style reamer. Great for big pipe. Extra razor blades are in there, pencil sharpener, anti-dog, and Trucks AAA batteries. This right here is the parachute bag. I just got this and I really like it. I don't always get a cart or a place to set down material when I'm working. This allows me to keep all sorts of stuff. Extra red heads. You know, there's a Wago, wire nut. There's KO seals in here. I mean, right now I'm working on a hotel, and the first time you have to run down 5 flights of stairs for 1 KO seal, I feel like this bag has justified itself. It's light and it cinches up. right here like this, and then you can carry it around. And all around, I'm just really glad I added it. Plus it has a non-marring bottom, so that's nice. Set it on something, not have to worry about scratching. I still usually put cardboard under all my stuff though, just out of respect. Notebook, always need a notebook. In the white bag we have hole saws of all shape and variety. Got the small arbors. One thing I learned from a journeyman is you put some wire under there, a little bit of copper wire in there. Then this thing won't over tighten when you drill into metal, and you can get it off easy without having to go get a pipe vise or a wrench or whatever. I got the big one, the big arbor in there, and whatever else. All the hole saw stuff goes in there. In the yellow bag, got all the Allen wrenches. Got the big and small Klein groups of Allen keys, and then the small Elkind metric because lately I've been running into fixtures that have a lot of metric Allen keys, and then just some loose ones that were in one of those like Craftsman style sets where they're all individual, so I keep them in there. This is my other Plano organizer that stays in that bag. Both the Plano organizers stay in that bag, but this one here, drill bits, step bit, hex bits, socket adapters, small bits. This is a piece of like an ironworker part that they cut off that was laying on a deck that I found, that I use it for if I need to hammer into a tight space. Drilled a little hole in it right there. Sits right on the lead anchors, really nice, and then you beat on that end. Other than that, it's just drill bits. You know, it's a Plano organizer. All sorts of things that end up in the bottom of your bag. Orange bag. These nut drivers. You know, full set of Kleins. This actually goes in there. Full set of Klein nut drivers, including the 9/16. And here we've got extra cutting tools. There's regular linemen's in here, along with BX cutters. So these are great. They really work great on MC for getting into the groove without leaving that little burr that the dikes seem to. In that place, if you accidentally, you know, if it gets misshapen, you leave a whip out and somebody hits it or whatever, that little part will re-round it, which works really nice. And then here we got straight tin snips. Don't deal with a lot that I need tin snips for. When I do, those seem to do the job. In here, that's a Wiha 1/4-inch stubby bit holder, so you don't have to have a whole bunch of stubby bits. Other than that, there's just a good flathead in here for making up panels so I don't beat on. That's a circle cutting template for ceiling tiles. And then there's a square. There's also a Phillips in there. Just all Klein screwdrivers. I really like these organizer bags too. Keeps everything nice and easy, especially with the different colors. And then also in the bag, in the front here, there's a front pocket that just has electrical tape in it of different colors. Then in the front here, we've got a cheap square, or excuse me, a cheap level. It won't scratch the wall when you're doing trim. So yeah, best $3 I ever spent. Extra pencils. We have ratcheting wrenches. I wish these had the ratcheting like flex head on them. Probably not help because they get floppy. Probably not helping that with the carabiner, but it really keeps them all together, and I like that. And then also in here we've got a set of standard wrenches, also on a carabiner. We've got a Milwaukee square. Had a Swanson square that got stolen. Square is a square, not too concerned about it. We have the Streamlight flashlight. It's what the AAA batteries are for, either that or a meter. We have the real large Knipex, the medium Knipex, came in a 3-pack set. I also have down here a cat's paw, a large extension for the whole hog, a bastard file for working with conduit. Wire nut keeps me from stabbing myself in the wrist when it's in my tool bags. In here is just a DeWalt socket set. This company right here, Toolpak, when I was a service guy, not an advertisement, or maybe it is, I don't know, whatever YouTube's policy says it is, that's what it is. So when I was a service guy, I used to use a backpack made by them, a tool backpack. That was the best tool backpack I've ever had. They're also made in Lakewood, Washington, which is very close to where I live. So that is, you know, love to support a local company. So yeah, Toolpak, look them up if you're in the market for a backpack. 1/4 inch extension. And then we've also got a 25-foot Stanley. So yeah, all that is what I carry to work. That stays in the Banner gang box. That goes with me to every job. Thanks guys, and let me know in the comments if you think I should add something or think I should take something out.